So just trying to adjust this real quick, guys. So please pardon me and my movements. Okay, perfect. So welcome. This is the reading for Virgo, May 2024. I have switched over sides from the other side over here just simply because the sun is now shining in that area. And it would turn out to be very hot for me. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into the tarot and astrology for your sign. Right now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking a look at what the bottom of the cards say so that we can see what exactly Spirit is trying to impart on us. Put this here. Spirit. Let's see. Put that there. Put this here. Put that there. And then we remove this. So, right now, while I go ahead and bring out the cards and shuffle them, I will go ahead and go with the astrology and explain a little bit of what's going on with the astrological transits at this point in time, specifically for your sign. So Virgo, you have Jaume and you have, actually I'll just put it right here. You have Jaume, Orcus, and Black Moon Lilith in your sign right now. So think about, you have Juno, Orcus, and Black Moon Lilith. So think about Juno and what you've been dedicating yourself to. Think about some of the people that you've been, some of the ways in which you've been dedicating yourself to something that hasn't really produced too many results, right? Now, part of the reason there is because whatever impact you're making, it's pretty impactful to other people. The way that you put yourself out, it carries weight, is what it seems like. So, Black Moon Lilith there, I think what carries that weight is that fact that, like, you don't take shit from nobody at this point in time. And I do feel very much that you are in that energy of wanting to be on equal footing with other people. That's what Spirit was telling me right now. Now, Juno in your first house, if there's any planets conjoined there, either your Sun or your Venus or Mars or even Mercury, there will be some type of connection made, some type of connection where the other person may or may not feel like, no. See, I was just kind of reaching there. Let's see. I'll just say it. My idea or my thought is behind that is that if it really is based on relationships of some kind, then Juno there, especially if you don't have Juno in your first house, it's going to be the other person. It's going to be a seventh house matter for them, while it's a first house matter for you, right? We'll see what else. We'll explain it further. Okay. Gazelle. Okay. So the gazelle at the bottom at the root chakra. And the bear in the reverse. Okay, so yeah. This is the crown chakra. I did mention something, this card being about the crown chakra too. So there's a necessity for you to ground yourself. And I feel like you feel like you've been submerged. Like you're underwater, like you're drowning. That's the feeling I get. What I'm getting is a heart, a sinking feeling in your heart. But I wonder what that's about. Does it have something to do with your previous decisions in relationships? Because I mean, relationships seem to be highlighted during this eclipse season, and there's a lot of impulsivity that people would have done or would have accomplished through the Aries eclipse. Hmm. 7. You have Pisces in your 7th house. Pisces would, well, with Mars and all of them over there, yeah, definitely. I could definitely see their Juno conjoined either your Mars or your Venus, and in the same space, their Mars and their Venus in their 7th house connects to your first house Juno, or your first house Orcus, or your first house, whatever it is that you have in your first house. These planets over here, I'm betting that they're sitting in somebody's 7th house right now. But here's the thing though. Making changes through action. That's what Virgo is being called to do right now. Making changes through action. And those actions are all based on what Virgo has been thinking about up here in their mind. So let's see. What is it about this action, and what is it about this relationship deal? Vesta in the 11th house in Cancer. Yeah, I feel like you're trying to find yourself something to dedicate yourself to. And I almost feel like right now your impetus is more on, I guess, showing the more spiritual and the more philosophical aspects of who you are, right? The more deeper aspects of you. Because people haven't really gotten that chance, right? People haven't really gotten the ability to see the inner you, the real you. So with that, oh, look at that. 2 cards came out. So the mask is sideways. So I'll just put it like that. And heart with a key. Yeah, see? Whatever, the mask, I believe it's the mask that's not allowing you to, something about it. Let's see. Let's read the book. Let's read the book because the book will help to align us to whatever this energy is. I very much feel it's like the inability to end a certain cycle or to begin a new cycle because there's somebody in your midst that is gaslighting you, not really showing their true feelings. They're hiding their feelings and pretending that everything's all right. But at the same time, I feel like they're deluded. Sort of. Why? Because this card came out sideways. Now, if this card came out in the reverse, then I would be like, yeah, you know what? The mask has fallen off, right? But if it was upright, I would be like, yeah, they have that mask on, and they're not willing to take it off at this point in time. But with it in the sideways position, and pointed towards the past, it almost, I mean, pointed towards the future, it almost feels like they may have realized how they were deceiving other people. More importantly, they may have realized how they were deceiving you, and they realized that you, being a Virgo, were paying attention to the details, and they did not realize that. Huh. It's a very interesting prospect there. Okay. That's very interesting. Um, let's see what else we get. Healing heart. So healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. Yeah. So yeah, this definitely does have something to do with relationships. So in my mind, what does come to mind is healing these relationships in order to get over whatever this heartbreak was. So what I'm gonna do here is, because it's getting a little bit windy, I need to roll up this window some. Perfect. All right, cool. So, I hate that. It's okay though. I'll be getting that fixed here soon. So then for now, I'll just stay quiet until this clacking noise finishes. In the meantime, I'll take a look at the book to see what the gazelle tells us, okay? Oh, wrong one. The gazelle is a very grounding influence. The bear is a very grounding influence in comparison to the gazelle. Hmm. Okay, so that energy is in the reverse. And if you see here, in this area, specifically outlined to bring it into balance, the way to bring this energy into balance is yin yoga, creating a cozy home, and creating good food, Virgo. You are the sign of health. You guys are the sign of daily routine. And in order to have positive health, you have to have positive daily routines. That much is a given. Now, what is being told here in terms of the gazelle is that for some of you, you may be having some food allergies, insomnia, or a racing mind. And if I take a look at Virgo, a racing mind would be the Aries theme right over here in this area. Venus, Chiron, Mercury, the North Node, that's all in your 7th house. I mean, that's all in your 8th house. Hmm. Yeah, but it is based on your belief systems, Virgo. There needs to be a reorganization of your belief systems. I feel that what's happened to you recently has showed you things really aren't as they seem. So, okay. See, gazelle personalities are often hyper aware of their surroundings, bordering on hyper vigilant, and this can inhibit them from enjoying the beauty they've spent so much effort cultivating. No more worrying about all those predators out there in the wild. When this card appears, it's time to get back to the present moment. Sit down, find your breath, and acknowledge the bounty that's around you. Let it nourish your gentle spirit. So, yin yoga, cozy home, good food. It's gonna allow you to be able to be perceptive about what you're doing. You're going to have that artistic energy or that love behind it, which makes your food, taste even better, and it can be something awe-inspiring for you, Virgo. Okay. So, that's interesting. And then the bear in the reverse. Let's take a look at the bear and see what the bear is trying to tell us. So the bear is waking from spiritual slumber and beginning anew. See, there's a mask that's coming off. Not really a mask for you, so to speak, but rather there's a certain something that is that was affecting you that's causing you to have this awakening. Now, it does make me wonder if there's a necessary need for movement and exercise to be combined with that yoga. Because if this energy is out of balance, you feel withdrawn, lethargic, and you'll feel that heaviness, right? But when it's in balance, then there's inner strength and a yearning to grow. So yes, I feel like you're in the process of of transformation. A very, very strong transformation that I don't think you've ever been exposed to, first off. But second off, I don't think... Hmm. Yeah, let's wait on that next comment. I want to go ahead and draw some of these cards here, the fairies oracles, to let us know what Virgo is undergoing. Oh, excuse me. Oh, so the spirit dancer in the reverse, flying out. Let's see. The spirit dancer is about self-expression, freedom, and exploration. Okay. So there seems to be something about feeling trapped. Seems to be something about like being trapped in the daily routines. And well, I think you know what I get from this? I kind of feel like maybe for some of you, you told yourself that this is the way that things have to be because this is the way that you set them. And then perhaps in that, there is a necessity to reevaluate your actions and reevaluate your routines. Yeah, see? Spirit dancer in the reverse. So at the base of it all, it really does seem to be hinting at the necessary need to explore things. Take a leap of faith when it comes to relationships, when it comes to love, because for whatever reason, there's going to be a connection to you. There's somebody's going to be connected to you. Someone is going to see your value. Somebody's going to see that worth of yours. Somebody's actually going to notice that you've been healing and that you're welcoming love, and at the same time that you're getting ready to be open to the one. It seems like there's a lot of people that are reaching the one nowadays. Look at that. You have the sun pop out in the upright, and the upright is letting me know that when it comes to this type of energy, we need to maintain a positive perspective. I don't know if it was for Virgo that I mentioned that they needed to keep a positive perspective. I honestly don't remember, but you guys are going to have to go back to that video where I did the astrology for all the signs, and you guys can find out there. Yes, death. So there is something that needs to end. There's a certain irony to this, because I feel like it's not... See, that ending is not anything having to do with this has to do with heart-based chakra, sacral chakra based, healing the heart. Letting go of resentments is one thing that seems to be popping into my mind. And you know what I'm gonna do is I am going to go ahead and draw some of these to draw one card for this death card, because what is it that's coming to an end, and what is it that's related to relationships, and what is it that's related to your spiritual beliefs around relationships, or your philosophical beliefs around relationships. Reminiscing, keepsake, perception. Yes, learning from the past and making memories. Okay, now making new memories was something that Taurus had as their card, but here's the thing though, you're still learning from the past right now, Virgo. There's a certain... See, that's why the mask was sideways. There's a certain sense of heartbrokenness that you have that isn't really like allowing you to move on with various different things. And regardless of whether this happened recently or further back in the past, like let's say during the last solar eclipse, which I believe was in January, no, not January, August 2023. You know what? I can't remember when that last one was, but that last solar eclipse probably would have coincided rather perfectly well with your breakup. And if that's anything to learn from, is that is that this solar eclipse has shown you the various different things that you need to get over. And one of those things that you need to get over is this feeling of heartbreak. Now, the I just recently went through a breakup myself during this eclipse. Me being a Capricorn, that hit me right dead center in the finding the balance between what you care about and caring for yourself. And then also because it's square to the eclipse in my fourth house, it was the idea of what are you going to take action on and what are you going to do within the home sector, right? And that is one of the things that me as a Capricorn had to overcome. Now, learning from the past and from these past heartbreaks, the easiest way to understand it is that everything happens for a reason. All of these things are mentioned in cycles. These cycles, they all have their purposes, their intended targets. And this is all for the movement of the energies that are present. Without these individual actions from us and from each of our signs, there would be no progress and there would be no forward movement. And that's how we can understand the smaller cogs of what's going on in our reality with the bigger cogs of how we can come to terms with various different things that happen in our reality without necessarily becoming overcome by them. Virgo, you have the ninth house filled with Jupiter, Uranus, and the Sun. So at this point in time, there is a necessity for you to really understand your true value and your true worth, because it's going to be playing a big role coming up here soon when the Sun starts to move into Gemini. You'll become much more talkative and you'll actually become much more attuned to the energies of what it means to be yourself and what it means to make decisions based on who you are and your values. Let's see. The Sun coming out. Be aware of any emotional triggers or any triggers to your to your sacral chakra, right? Your passion, your drive, your ambition, that Martian energy. Wherever Mars is in your chart. Right now it's going through Pisces and it's going through your 7th house. So yeah. Be aware of how your relationships affect your health. Be aware of your bones, your heart, and your eye. Obviously, your heart, right? And also be aware of your blood, your muscles, and your bile at this point in time. Also pay attention to anything having to do with speech, skin, your tongue, neck, kidneys, and your intestines. And also your sexual organs, the shine of your skin, your hormones, and your hair. Most importantly, your bones, your heart, and your eye, though. And your intuition, okay? That's what's being outlined in this reading. Okay, so I'm gonna draw some more Rider Tarot. Wait, I wanna explain the camera right there. Clarify the camera. Okay, so yeah, the whatever this is, this whatever perception you're holding on to that needs to end, that's what's making you restless. But I feel like you have to ask Source to give you the strength and the courage to face these things. Only after you face these things do you have the ability to really understand who you are as a person, but to also be able to walk in this happiness that you see here, to be able to really fully express yourself as you wish you could. See? Reminiscing, keepsakes. I mean, the energy is there. Like, and look at that. There's something that needs to be brought to an end, a close. Okay. So I hmm. Okay. What's the advice? What's the advice? Let's see, 26 minutes. I'm actually doing pretty good for you, Virgo. So yeah, in the month of May, just focus on healing yourself and focus in on, starting to create your movement, your practice qigong, yoga, get into some physical activity of some kind. And if you guys are interested in that, let me know, because I'm training to be a personal trainer with the International Sports Science Association with the specific specialization in bodybuilding. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know. And I will be willing to help. I'd be able to talk prices with you, and we could even do it online and things like that, however that would work for you. So let's see. At the root level, show us the root level. All right, so at the root level, working on your own or being by yourself for a second will help you to understand your emotions and your feelings, but it'll also help you to understand what it is that you need to do to protect yourself from things like gaslighters, from narcissists, from people who like to try to delude you. Yeah, think about it. Think about what you can do to free yourself from this feeling of heartbreak, to free yourself from the feeling of grieving. Like, I feel like if you pay attention to astrology, or you begin to study astrology, you start to see that certain things happen for a reason. And once you understand that certain things happen for a reason, and you start to see what the progression of your life is and the progression of somebody else's life, and in relation and connection to you, then you're going to start to understand how to properly put your energy into the things that you want to grow. That's what this eclipse was about mostly. Yeah, see? This broken heart, it really still has you unstable in your emotions. I feel like hmm, I feel like you're dealing with it. You don't have any cards here that say that you aren't, aside from the mask. But then again, the mask is upside down. I mean, it's sideways, so it's almost like the mask is cracked halfway. Yeah, see? At the heart level, I feel like that's what you've been affected by. Is the reduction of courage, the reduction of being able to move forward with something, but mostly because there is a necessity to wake up spiritually. Okay, Spirit, tell us what needs to be done on the vocal level, if anything needs to be done on the vocal level. Okay, so nothing seems to be done on the nothing seems to be necessary on the vocal level in terms of saying something. Right now, with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, I don't think you're in the position to be able to accept something and to be able to do a good job with it. So that's why, if you feel like no new opportunities have been coming in lately, that's the reason why. Last card. Death in the reverse. Look at that. So what is it that needs to what is it that needs to come to a close in your life? What chapter needs to come to a close in your life that you need to ask the universe, so that the universe can actually flip this from unhappiness to actual happiness? For that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and draw some affirmation cards for you guys, because I feel like these affirmations are going to help you quite a bit. These are affirmations that you can say in your home. These are affirmations that you can use to balance your root chakra and to balance your crown chakra. And then also to balance your heart, because I'm gonna draw one for your heart as well. For the root, today I abandon my old habits and take up new, more positive ones. Hey, you can't make that shit up, man. Like, you cannot make that shit up. And it points towards your eighth house. So right there, right in right in Aries, man. Like, you can't make this shit up, man. You can't make this shit up. Now, eighth house, as you can see here on my phone, the eighth house is associated with rectum, sexual organs, and the left kidney. So if we talked about kidneys over here with Mercury, then pay attention to your left kidney, as your left kidney is going to be in some way, shape, or form affected by your emotional health. But as you take up new habits and you destroy your old ones, what ends up happening is you start to make way for something new in your life. Ten of Diamonds. The Ten of Diamonds is like the Ten of Wands. It means that you're almost there. You're almost, or you're at the point where you're able to drop these burdens. My efforts are being supported by the universe, and my dreams manifest into reality before my eyes. Yeah. See, so whatever changes you've been making here and healing and stuff like that, if it hasn't manifested for you yet, it will. One more for the crown. Let's see. One more for the crown. What do you have for the crown, Spirit? I can, I will, end of story. Doesn't get any more clearer than that, Virgo. If it really is focused in on the eighth house, pay attention to things like death. So that could be either physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual. Things having to do with transformation, things having to do with psychology, power struggles, narcissists, things like that. And then also sex and other people's money. Pay attention to other people and how they're trying to invest into you, okay? Pay attention to what it is that you are trying to build and allow them to invest into you. Allow that to really puff up your chest, if you will. So with that, I hope that this reading was very useful for you, Virgo. And I hope that you can gain a lot of information from this as to what March is about, what the spirits are calling you to do in March, and what they're trying to help you manifest. If you guys have been seeing 144, as you can see on the clock right here, I've been seeing that like crazy. And for me to see it right now while I'm doing this video for you, Virgo, it's here to let me know that this is the moment of your manifestation. Just like it's the moment of my manifestation right now when it comes to my third house, Virgo, perfection year, right? Communicating, sharing specific details, helping people to understand the details of their existence so that they can move forward with their relationships properly. With that being said, I hope you guys found this reading helpful, and I hope that you guys can like, share, and subscribe if you feel like this was a video that was very informative. And if you feel like somebody else can benefit from this, let them know. Go ahead and share that video with them as well. With that being said, thank you for being here, Virgo. Thank you for your patience. I know it's almost a 40-minute video, but if you guys are looking for any personal readings, the prices and the different types of readings that I do are right there. I have not included anything from the store that I'm going to be making, and neither have I included anything having to do with a new massage business that I might be going into that works on pressure points and the feet and the portions of the feet and the body that correspond to different organs, and as well as new ventures that I want to get into, such as cord cutting ceremonies, energy cleansing ceremonies, and things of that nature. So with that being said, thank you, Virgo, for being here, and thank you for listening, and I hope that you guys can be here more often, as I know I will. And I will go ahead and see you guys on the next video. Whether that's Virgo or something else, it's up to you. If you're do be aware though that whenever I do the individual signs, these are energies of that sign. It's not just sun, moon, Venus, rising, and all. It's wherever that energy sits in your chart. It'll explain that. Okay. So with that, thank you, and I will go ahead and see you guys on the next video. Ciao.